So in this video, we're going to be covering the CBT technique of distinguishing between thoughts and facts. Now this intervention is psychoeducation based, where what you're really trying to do is you're trying to run through with your client the idea that thoughts and facts are very different things. Now we almost automatically experience our thoughts as facts, and there's a lot of biological reasons for that. It could be more adaptive, survival wise, to try and make better split second decisions, and in an earlier age that might have actually been more effective. But life, especially in the modern age, is just way more complex than it used to be. And there's a lot more facts running around, a lot more possibilities of what things mean. So there's a lot of jungle to hack through in determining, well, is a thought an actual fact? Ultimately, what you're trying to get across to your client is the utility of trying to adopt a more humble, a more questioning attitude about the world around them, because thoughts can really mean anything. It might even be helpful in trying to tease apart the distinction between thoughts and facts, is almost trying to try and draw the distinction of, facts are what happens outside of your brain, and thoughts are what happen inside. Now, sometimes they're the same thing, but they don't have to be. And so this is opening up enough space for the client to start giving himself the possibility of questioning his experiences and finding that maybe they're not as bad as he thinks they are. Taking this idea one step further, that thoughts are facts, it really is a perfect hurricane for bringing about a self-fulfilling prophecy. If a person says to themselves, I'm gonna lose this job, that sets into motion a whole slew of behaviors that they're going to do that's based on that thought. If a person feels that they're going to lose their job, well, they're going to do a lot less work. They're going to invest a lot less time. Their attitude around the office is just going to get on everyone's nerves. And what ends up happening is the boss is going to call you in and say, listen, Jack, first couple months were great, but I don't think that this job's for you. That the belief that a thought is actually a fact often manifests the very fact that wasn't necessarily there to begin with. That's the self-fulfilling prophecy. Another way of pushing forward this technique is using the ABC model to spell out with your client exactly what are the differences between A, an activating event, the situation that a person's in, B, the belief, the thought, and C, the consequences that come out from that thought. And what you're trying to show is that the activating event, the A, is not the same thing as B, the belief. And by running through several examples with your client about how if you just switch up the belief that is accompanying thought of the scenario, things actually can be dramatically different feelings, different outcomes, different consequences, escaping the self-fulfilling prophecy phenomenon. And by putting it on a piece of paper, maybe using a whiteboard, this can be a powerful intervention to help your client, again, see the forest from the trees in terms of what's going on and what he thinks is going on.